All right, let's go through it real quick, guys. Nothing too crazy. The Jackie Robinson Day uniform update's now available within Road to the Show and franchise. Fixed an issue where catchers... Yeah, okay, so general, not a big deal. Diamond Dynasty fixed an issue where users would see a loss screen prior to starting a game in the playoffs of mini seasons. I don't think I've seen that one. If I have, I'm not sure. There's other bugs. Doesn't seem like those were fixed. Fixed an issue where an MLB player's card will remain on screen during an at-bat. Okay. Online head-to-head, fixed several crashes. Yeah, okay. Co-op, fixed a freeze that could occur while making defensive adjustments. Okay, that's good. No, one less freeze is nice. Fixed an additional issue where bullpen displays could remain on screen. Okay, cool. Miscellaneous sometimes has things you need. Various player emotion animations will now display correctly. Yeah, sometimes they're a little weird. Various UI adjustments. I don't know what that means. Hopefully that tightens things up. Various commentary updates and adjustments. Added player numbers to helmets for New York Yankees uniforms. Interesting. Resized the Jumbotron at Citi Field, which is cool. This is the big boy. Developer notes. Gameplay balance change. Pitch accuracy tuning. We've heard the frustrations regarding pitching and perfect inputs not feeling as rewarding as we'd like, so we've made the following adjustments. This is actually important, guys. I'll tell you why. Last year, we whined and we whined and we whined because they did not listen, or if they did listen, they didn't care about what the consensus opinion was about their game. Immediately listen to feedback about something. They addressed it as fast as they could, and they're looking to make a tune-up or a change. This is all we could ask for. Let's not soil ourselves and throw panic into the wind, right? And assume that everything's gonna go wrong. We're all gonna cry because one update. We'll work with them through it. They're clearly showing they want to work on it. We'll make adjustments need be. But crying every time they drop an update is exactly how we don't get any updates all year. Okay? It's like we didn't learn from 21. We cried all year about updates 21, and then 22 we didn't get any. Let's take it slow this year. Reduced frequency of pitches landing directly on the edge of the perfect accuracy region, the PAR. This benefits all pitching interfaces, so it's not just a pinpoint fix. They're saying that pitching was off across the board with the accuracy, which is interesting. I only really noticed it with pinpoint. This is my biggest gripe, right? Reducing the frequency of pitches landing directly on the edge. It felt calculated, right? That it was almost like there on purpose. Cleaned up some of the known instances where pitches could land outside of the PAR. Perfect accuracy region. That could be a couple things. I've thrown pitches that are perfect that go outside the PAR straight up. That's a problem. I've thrown pitches that teleport way out of the zone on a perfect. That could be that too. It could be a lot of things. Either way, it's a good change if it's been changed. Also, guys, this is what they say was changed, right? I hope it works, but we don't know. Sometimes it doesn't always simple, you know, cut and dry like that. Sometimes they say they changed something and didn't really work, but this is what we're seeing so far. Artwork tuning, where the perfect accuracy region, the PAR, was not displaying at the true size on occasion. I can't tell you which situation that might be. I didn't really see one, but that's good to know that that's no longer a thing, and that's interesting to know that that was a thing. Removed the perfect accuracy region, the PAR, display post-pitch while slide stepping, as there is an accuracy penalty that is not accounted for within the initial PAR. So slide stepping does hit you with an accuracy penalty. Nice, which is good. I like that. Good. That's another good change too. And this is where they get into describing why they think that the changes were necessary. It's important to note that the core benefit of using pinpoint pitching above other interfaces is that it generates the smallest PAR, not necessarily that it's the most accurate within that PAR. That's important to remember. Pinpoint is supposed to be the premier pitching method, right? Because it generates the smallest PAR. It doesn't mean it has to be the most accurate within that PAR. I guess that would be analog, maybe. But either way, that's my gripe. Pinpoint was supposed to have the smallest PAR. It was supposed to have the smallest region margin of error in terms of the PAR. It didn't have that. It wasn't working. However, these changes will help improve pitching accuracy across the board for all pitching interfaces, and we anticipate these changes will be most prevalent within pinpoint pitching. So basically they had to tune up all methods of pitching. Nothing, it wasn't just pinpoint. We just felt it the most on pinpoint because of all the mechanics tied to it, or all the intricacies of that mechanic. We're gonna notice the change most in pinpoint, which is what it should be, and which is what we're gonna probably end up noticing. We want pitching to feel more rewarding, of course, and these changes will lead to an improved experience with all pitching interfaces. Thank you for the clips, examples, and communication. We will continue monitoring the status through streams, telemetry, and play testing as this game update goes live. Live content balance changes. This is an interesting one too. It's not all about pinpoint. They lowered player requirements for live series captains. Live series captains serve an important role in the Diamond Dynasty landscape, providing incentive for completing collections, enabling easily accessible theme teams, and adding utility to live series cards. We found these captains aren't being used as frequently as we like, even in theme teams, so we've lowered the squad building requirements for each tier of every live series captain by 1. For example, previous captains would need 5 players for their tier 1 boost. Now they only need 4. We hope this will increase the utility of these captains and make live series cards more viable in ranked play. We will continue to monitor and balance captain cards in a similar fashion throughout the year. All right, I got something to say about this. I like the change. I think it's good. I think they're moving in the wrong direction. I think they're taking the wrong approach to this. I don't think the problem is the requirement. I think the problem is that even with all the tier boosts that you get, they don't match up to the kind of cards that are in the game right now that are easily accessible. I don't think they realize how easy it is to get a team of 95s and higher in this game. The live series cards all together with the tier boosts, the max tier boost, tier 3, just can't compete with an actual meta team. The attributes are nowhere close. To run a theme team, an all-star Hall of Fame even, just say they're not legend, you have to take a significant attribute hit unless for some reason all of your players have inside edge up that day. But even then, there's other problems. Every live series player has dog meat fielding. Their reaction is atrocious. You would have a team of bronze fielding at best. It's just nowhere close. I don't foresee captains being good in this game unless they do 2 things. 1, they adjust the overall of captains. They have to be higher. They can't be so low. 92s is not going to play in a game with 95s and 97s everywhere. At least 95s, 97s. The second thing is they have to make the captains overall higher. That's what they got to do first. The second thing is they got to make the boosts better. They have to raise the boosts. They're not doing enough, right? It has to be, the captains have to be higher overall cards to match. Otherwise, they're going to have to make the attribute boost stronger. Those are the 2 things they have to do. Otherwise, if it just stays the same way, we're not going to see reasonably decent captain theme teams until the end of the year when there's enough 99 or 98 overall New York Mets players to make a Mets theme team work. Captains will be really good then, right? They're going to be really good then. So like Pete Alonso, Mets team captain as a, I don't know, DH, stick him in there. And then an entire team full of Mets cards is going to be really nice. But it's going to be towards the end. They have to have a fundamental understanding of what their cards need to be good for them to have this captain things work. I think they're monitoring the numbers okay, but they just don't understand how it plays into the game. You need to meet a minimum threshold of 90s everywhere across the board contact power minimum to make these cards even competitive. That's like competitive. That's not even good. Like quad 100s is good. Quad 90s hitting, and then you got to factor in the fielding. I understand why they made reaction bad on a lot of cards this year to make hitting easier, make fielding not as OP, blah, blah, blah. But you give Aaron Judge, a premier defender, 50 reaction, no one's going to run live series Judge in the outfield. And Scumbag says we don't see a team that has majority 99s. Bro, I played for literally 2 hours and 38 minutes on my alt account and got a teams of all 90s and 95s. That's already better than most captains teams. That's my point. It's very, very, very easy to get a team. You put in 2 days worth of grinding, you have a team full of at least 95s, at least. So I haven't even finished the World Baseball Classic program on my second account, and I have that whole team. I haven't even finished it yet. That's like kind of the 97s you get from that program, or the Ohtani or the Randy. I haven't even got those guys on the alt yet. I'm just saying. That's the easiest way to build a team. You see card, grind for card. You think a casual player who doesn't even know how to get a team of 90s, 95s is going to know how to utilize a captain's boost? No. Where are they going to go for that? Here. And then they come here to find out how to do that. And then they're going to learn, oh, wait a minute, why even do that when I could see this guy's advice and get a better team? That's my point. So like captain builds aren't for casual players. They're not. They're for the nerds and for the people who know what they're doing. And then once you learn what you're doing, you realize they're not the best. But that's my take on this patch, guys. I hope this breakdown helped. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. I'll try and help you out. We're going to hop in right now. I'm going to show you guys. We'll cut to it. We'll cut around. I'm going to show you guys what pitching looks like. I'm going to hop into, I think, an event game, and we'll test it out there. So let's get into it. I don't think one game is going to be able to tell me how this works, but, like, or how this update has worked. That's not a good sign. It feels like, really just too early to know, but it feels like it goes to the far outside less. It feels a little bit better. Like I said, I don't think they need to make a major change. Just like, don't let it go to the far outside every time. Like sometimes you're gonna get unlucky. That's fine.
Aye. That's ball 2.
Okay. No, call me crazy. I think it feels better. Like 10 to 15% may be better, which is all I really wanted to see. Like I said, just don't make it go all the way to the outside every single time. We're chilling. All right. I mean, look, hey, final verdict, guys. Feels about 10 to 15% better, which is, I think, is great. Great start. And we'll keep monitoring it, see if it's still busted. Looks fine to me, but I have to know after a day or two. Looks all right. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Catch you guys next time. Peace.